Hello everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
And I know exactly where I am.
Where
I'm
are
standing
you?
next to you in a studio in front of a camera filming this unit, which is good because if I had to ask for directions here, a place I work quite frequently, that would be bad. But sometimes when you go to places, and we're not just talking about new countries or new cities, what about even a new big building like a hospital or a big school?
Or a shopping mall.
Or a shopping mall or department store. It can be easy to get lost. And actually, I have to tell the truth. I get lost in a department store here in Taipei. I go to this place probably once a week, and I still get lost.
Yeah, every store looks the same. And also, like, all the exits looks the same. I don't know. And each direction you turn, you're in like a closed area.
Yeah.
It's easy not to know where you are. That happens to me too.
Right, and the escalators, they always cross. So you're always like, I'm going
You're like,
up here.
is it
I'm
that
going up
escalator?
But then if I
This
go
one?
over here, I can go up here. So I get lost. My problem is that one of the ways to go in will get me to the MRT.
Oh.
One of the ways to go in will get me out on the street.
Okay.
And I always get it confused. So I always end up walking around in a circle.
Yeah.
And I just feel so dumb because I go there so often. I tried to remember a way of doing it, but one thing is I've never really asked for directions. Maybe I should ask someone who works in the store to point me in the right direction, since they might know it better than I do. And that's kind of the situation we'll be facing in part B in a department store. A gentleman will be in this big building with lots of floors and elevators and entrance and exits, and he wants
bags of
and he's
shopping.
got heavy stuff, so he doesn't want to walk around for an hour looking for the right place. But again, he will be asking for directions in a department store. So let's check it out. Ethan is getting help from a shopkeeper.
Thanks for all your help. I just have one question. Where do I go for my tax refund?
You need to go to the Customer Service Center.
All right, so we are lost in a department store. Now, this can actually be more confusing. First of all, your Google Maps won't help you find the right store, the right place in the department store. And sometimes the maps they have, they can be kind of confusing.
Oh, they're so confusing.
And it's hard to find one anyways. So the best way is often to ask someone who works there. You could ask another shopper, but obviously someone who works there will probably know more about the place. So that's the situation, and then we read Ethan, that's the shopper, is getting help from a shopkeeper. So he's asking for help from a shopkeeper, someone who works in the department store, maybe a clerk, a cashier, they have the information desk, a security guard. Anyone who works there in the department store could help you, because department stores are big. They're big places to go and shop, to do damage to your credit card, to get all your birthday and Christmas presents. Is it different from a shopping mall or a mall? Yeah, it's smaller, you could say, but it's kind of the same thing. A shopping mall will have separate stores, often with their own door, right? Department stores, it's more just like a big open space, and each company might have a little section or a little corner. But when we think of Sogo, we think of Mitsukoshi, we think of Xinguang Sanyuan. We think of those things. Those are department stores. A shopping mall might have a department store, but a department store will have most of the shops. But it probably won't have movie theaters and things like that, right? Department stores are often a bit smaller, but basically the same thing.
And the person who is running the shop, the person who's sitting there and taking your money, introducing you to the products, we can call them a shopkeeper.
Are you looking for something?
Yeah, exactly. A person who keeps the shop running. Yeah, that's what you can call.
Would you like to buy that?
Yes,
Would you like me to gift wrap it for you?
Yes, that's the person that's called the shopkeeper.
Anyway, so this man, I guess, has just finished buying something already. We missed that because when we join the conversation, he says, thanks for all your help. So I guess she did. You know, help him buy the thing, pay for the thing, maybe gift wrap the thing, put it in a bag. There you go, sir. Thank you for coming. And then he says, thanks for all your help. I just have one question.
One
question. So
question.
he's not quite done, but this is a question about where to go, where to find things. In his case, he wants to know, where do I go for my tax refund?
He's a foreigner.
So he must be a tourist of some kind, because often, as a foreign person in another country, when you go shopping, you can get a tax refund. A tax refund is basically getting the money back, the extra money you pay for something, because the local law says local people have to pay for this tax. And for expensive things, it can be, you know, a lot of money. So if you go shopping in, say, Japan or Korea or, you know, a foreign country as a Taiwanese person, you can often get some of that money back because you don't have to pay tax. You're a tourist. They don't want to charge you the extra money. But then you do have to go to another place. You have to show them your receipts and things like that. So this is just getting him to another place in the department store where he needs to do a little bit of business. In his case, get his tax refund or money back from taxes.
Which is important because you don't want to pay extra money if you don't need to.
Yeah, you bought that big Coach handbag or something.
The shopkeeper says you need to go to the customer service center. So this is a special place where it's probably like not on this floor, it's on another floor, it's like higher up, and there's a little place with people with like some gold plates that says customer service center, and there are these people who are going to key the information for you, give you the forms that you need. They deal with the customers or the shoppers, and this is not something that the shopkeeper can do for you. You have to go to a special place or a special center. A center is a place that is very formal. Something happens there. It's a place where people organize an event. They deal with some kind of issue related to what's going on. So if you have a place called a community center, it's a place where you can go and ask something about the place you live in. Like, for example, what are the events that happen in this community? What is going on next week? Are there special things that I can join if I'm a part of this community? That's called a community center. And you can have different centers like health centers where you can find out information or resources that you can get. So a center is often a place where you can get a lot of information, some kind of help, or some kind of resource. Okay, let's go ahead and take a very quick break, and then we're going to come back to talk more about what Ethan can do to get his tax refund.
Where is that?
It's on this floor, but it's on the other side of the department store.
How do I get there from here?
Let's see. Okay, follow this walkway to the T and then take a left.
Do you mean turn left?
Yes. Then take the next right and keep going. The center is at the end.
All right, so Ethan is looking for the customer service center in the department store. He wants that sweet tax refund because he's a tourist who is shopping, so he wants to get the money back that he's allowed to get back. And he asked where it was, and the woman told him, well, the tax refund, you have to go to the customer service center. So his next question is very logical, and he asks, where is that? Remember, this is a department store. It's probably 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 floors. And if it's not there on the first floor, because it's not usually
it's not on the
first floor. That's where they sell all the makeup and perfume. Achoo! He has to go to another floor and maybe even to a whole other part of the building. So a good question. Where is that? Where is the customer service center?
The good news for Ethan is the shopkeeper says it's on this floor, but it's on the other side of the department store. So you might have to cross over some kind of bridge, some kind of walkway, or just go all the way straight down. And some department stores are still quite big, so you maybe just walk like 2.5 minutes that direction.
That's right, because as you say, the floors in these buildings are often very, very large.
Yes, and a floor is just the space you're in here without having to get on the elevator or the stairs. So when you go on an elevator, somebody might ask you, what floor are you going to? And then you press the floor, and that's just the one level. So same with where you live. What floor do you live on? That one level. And without traveling on the elevator or the stairs, that would be the same floor. If it's on a different floor or another floor, or a higher floor or a lower floor, then you just have to go to another space.
Floor, of course, is what we walk on inside a building, right? But in this case, he's not actually saying which floor, which, ground. He's asking which section, which level of the building. Yeah, so it's on this floor, so that means he doesn't have to take stairs or an escalator, an elevator. Doesn't have to go up, but he does have to go that away. So he asks, how do I get there from here, right? How do I get there? Another way of saying it, how do I get there from here? In other words, what direction, what are the movements and actions I have to take to reach that place from this place where I am right now?
Let's see. So it's like, oh, let me think about how to explain this to you. Let's see. Okay, follow this walkway to the T, that's like a crossroad, the T, and then take a left. So there are different parts of the department store that involves a walkway. You'll see like at Xinguang Mitsukoshi, these department stores are also connected by a sky bridge or walkway. So it's another building, basically. Then you go to a T, which is an intersection or a crossroads or where you can turn, and then you turn there.
Interesting. Yeah, a walkway is kind of like a bridge. We would imagine that as he's going down the walkway, on either side, he might be able to look down or look up to other floors or something like that. So that's helpful. She could also say follow this aisle or just go this way or something. Notice there, though, she is using that verb follow. Now, if you know where you're going and your friend says, well, show me, and you say, okay, you walk right behind me and I'll walk this way, and wherever I turn, you turn as well, then that person is following you, right? If you're walking in a group and one person is leading the group, all the other people are following. But in this case, this salesperson is not going to be taking Ethan to where he wants to go. So she's basically saying, walk along this road. Don't change directions along this road. He won't actually be following another person, but if you think of it like a path, like there's lines marked on a map, or like in a video game when there's that yellow or red line that shows you which way to go, or in an airport often they'll have lines that show you,
sometimes arrows,
this way or that way. Basically, go along this path, stay on the path, follow the signs, or listen to what the signs do, what the signs are telling you, and you will get to that place. So he says, do you mean turn left? They talked about that T, or the T junction, where two roads meet. They're not crossing like this, they're meeting like this. That's the T shape. So turn left at the T. He's asking, is that what I do?
Yes, then take the next right and keep going. So you'll have to turn left, then you have to turn right. The center is at the end.
That's a little bit complicated.
It's a little complicated.
So he might do what the lady in the first dialogue did and repeat it back maybe. But if he does that, if he follows those directions and follows the walkway and the path she told him about, he will get to the customer service center, and that's where he wants to go. So that's great. Thanks for joining us, guys. That's all the time we have today. But tomorrow, we will be finding our way underground. It should be exciting. Ethan is getting help from a shopkeeper.
Thanks for all your help. I just have one question. Where do I go for my tax refund?
You need to go to the customer service center.
Where is that?
It's on this floor, but it's on the other side of the department store.
How do I get there from here?
Let's see. Okay, follow this walkway to the T and then take a left.
Do you mean turn left?
Yes. Then take the next right and keep going. The center is at the end.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这一课的重点单字。第一个 department store 百货公司。Erica bought her children Christmas gifts at the department store. Erica 在百货公司给她的孩子们买了圣诞礼物。下一个单字 shopkeeper 名词店主。The shopkeeper gave me a discount on this beautiful dress. 这件漂亮洋装店主有给我折扣。Discount 在这里是名词折扣。下一个单字 center 名词中心。There is a sports center near my house. 我家附近有一个运动中心。最后一个单字 floor 名词楼层。The building has 10 floors. 这栋大楼有10层楼。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 A gets help from B. A 接受 B 的帮助。Help 在这里是名词，表示帮忙、帮助。我们来看看这个例句。If you lose your passport, you can get help from the police. 如果你遗失护照，你可以求助于警方。Passport 在这里就是指护照。下一个文法 Thanks for something. 感谢某事物。这个用法相当于 Thank you for something. 我们来看看这个例子。Thanks for the gift. It's useful. 也可以说 Thank you for the gift. It's useful. 谢谢你送的礼物，它很实用。最后一个文法 Let's see. 让我来想一想。这是一个很口语的用法，你可以这样用。Let's see. It's 1 p.m. now. I have a meeting at 4. That means I only have 3 hours left. 让我想一想，现在是下午1点，我4点有一场会议，这表示我只有3小时的时间。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen.
Hi, I'm David.
We're going to play a game called Guess the Bear, where each of us has 3 words or phrases on these cards. We're going to read 2 sentence examples for each one, and instead of saying the actual word, we're going to replace it with bear, and you have 1 minute to guess all 3.
Okay.
All right.
Let me go first.
Start the timer.
All right.
All right, this is a noun, 1 word. I pressed the button for the wrong bear. Number 2, what bear is your office on?
Floor.
Good. This is a noun, 1 word. Number 1, if you're lost, you can ask for directions at the visitor's bear. Number 2, the music bear sells instruments and offers lessons.
The music bear? The music bear?
And if you're lost, you can ask for directions at the visitor's bear.
Visitors center.
There you go.
Yes.
All right, this is a phrase, 3 words. Number 1, you can bear a tutor if you're failing math. Number 2, the program bared a very generous donor.
I could pay for it. Pay for a tutor?
You can bear a tutor if you're failing math.
Hire a great tutor. Okay.
You can
Okay.
bear a tutor if you're failing math. And the program bared a very generous donor.
I can something to get a tutor.
All right, that one was really difficult. It was get help from.
Get help from.
Yeah, so number 1,
Okay.
you can get help from a tutor if you're failing math. Number 2, the program got help from a very generous donor.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense to me. You ready?
Yes.
Go.
All right.
Now, 2 words. He went to the bear to buy a new pair of shoes. The spare bear has 6 floors and a food court.
Shopping mall.
So close.
Shopping center.
It's very close.
Supermarket. No. Okay, next
wanna
one.
skip?
Next
Alright.
one. Okay.
Now, 1 word. The bear has managed this store for 20 years. I asked the bear if they had any special sales this week. The bear has managed this store for
Manager? The supervisor. The
so close.
employee.
Yes, all those are very good answers, but no. I asked the bear.
Next one.
This last one.
Okay.
Good luck. Phrase, 2 words. Bear. I think I'm free on Thursday. I thought the show had been canceled. Bear.
What? Again?
Bear. I think I'm free on Thursday. I thought the show had been canceled. Bear.
My bad.
No.
What is it? What is that one?
Let's see. Let's see. I think I'm free on Thursday. I thought the show had been canceled. Let's see.
Okay.
And the one you missed that was a noun, 2 words. Sorry. He went department store. He went to the department store to buy a new pair of shoes. This department store has 6 floors and a food court. And the
Okay.
other one was shopkeeper. The shopkeeper has managed his store for 20 years. I asked the shopkeeper if they had any special sales this week.
Shopkeeper sounds like something you would see in an RPG.
Yeah, like a super
old
old
game.
yes, I was just
The shopkeeper.
Yeah.
See you next time!